Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining Rabbani Research. Our today's topic is based on an article from Harvard Business Review, and the name of this article is Cultivating the Four Kinds of Creativity, and the article was published in February 2023. It says there are four types of creative thinking: integration, splitting, figure ground reversal, and distal thinking. Most of us tend to think in just one of these four ways, and we benefit from knowing which one comes naturally to us. We can also learn to hone our creativity in the other dimensions as well. Managers need to understand both their own strengths and how to balance the types of the thinking across their teams to execute creative projects. And organizations can use this typology to increase innovation across the workforce. Now we will talk about integration. Stitching together a few concepts or sweeping a grand unifying theory. Isaac Newton was a genius at integration. One day, looking out a window one night, he noticed that a 2-inch piece of fruit on the ground 20 feet from him occupied the same amount of visual space as did the faraway moon. He wondered that the gravitational attraction between two bodies is inversely proportional to the square of the distance separating them. Integration is often at the heart of scientific discovery. It is also a key form of corporate innovation today. Consider the Apple iPhone. Its designer success lay in recognizing that when tools such as cameras, phones, and music players are digitalized, they are all capturing, storing, retrieving, and transmitting data in the same way through semiconductors and liquid crystal displays. Therefore, they could be combined in a single device, perhaps the most powerful tool now at our disposal. Similarly, the productivity of office worker and remote worker can be combined together. Customers of different segments may be promoted the same kind of products, for example, some office supplies for schools and students, etc. And then next comes splitting. That means the opposite kind of creative thinking is splitting. The theory of science explains there are many examples on it. The opposite kind of creative thinking, as we said it, one of the greatest manufacturing innovators of all times, the assembly line, was involved splitting. Quantum computing, an important application of particle physics, which breaks matter down into its smallest components, whereas in classical computing a bit can occupy only a single position. Quantum computing qubit can occupy multiple positions simultaneously, exponentially increasing computing power. In 2019, Google's quantum processor Sycamore took 200 seconds to finish a task that would take a classical computer 10,000 years to complete. And then next comes figure ground reversal. The term figure ground reversal comes from the study of vision and refers to our ability to shift focus from the foreground to the background to produce a radically different picture. The well-known black and white silhouette of two faces in profile or a vase in the middle demonstrates how our minds can toggle back and forth between the two. In 1957, when the Soviet space program launched Sputnik, the first satellite to orbit Earth, the US military used two widely separated points on Earth to track Sputnik's speed and position by means of a Doppler effect. But only in 1958 did it become clear that the far more profound application of the technology was for the exact opposite purpose, using points in space to track objects on Earth. In that year, the Advanced Research Projects Agency developed transit to calculate the position and speed of any moving object using two widely separated satellites in space. Today we know this technology as the Global Positioning System or GPS. Amazon Web Service was developed in response to Amazon's need to scale up its infrastructure. The software developers Chris Pinkham and Benjamin Black, who led the work, realized that others would want the solution, and they were envisioning that it would be a compelling product to offer externally. Today, Amazon Services is a foreground business for the company, accounting for 45 billion in 2020. Next comes digital thinking. Digital thinking can also be said as forward thinking. It involves imagining things as very different from the present. Many a creative genius has been characterized as someone who envisioned a radically new future that the rest of us initially couldn't see. The computer scientist and cryptographer David Chaum invented anonymous digital cash in 1983. Just as personal computers were coming into vogue, well before, access to the internet was ubiquitous. In 1994, his company DigiCash sent the first electronic payment, but the economic and technological ecosystem needed to support widespread adoption of digital currency did not yet exist, and DigiCash folded in 1998. PayPal, when it launched in 1999, adoption of its full slate of intended uses was low. So, rather than trying to advance an ambitious vision before consumers were ready, the company focused on developing its user base through eBay, a platform where such payments were becoming the norm. The symbiosis was to perfect the eBay acquired PayPal in 2002. But within a decade, as PayPal usage expanded well beyond its parent company, the entities split. Today, PayPal is used in 200 countries, and its 2021 revenue topped 25 billion. The electric car company Tesla logged a digital win by selling electric vehicles as luxury purchase. It is now trying to pave the way for full autonomous vehicles by offering precursors, both traditional autopilot and something called full self-driving capability, which gives the car even more control. Led by its creative founder Elon Musk, Tesla is training us to eventually embrace a previously unpalatable vision. We see the innovation is more incremental. Digital thinkers can often find big challenges that offer them a chance to shine. And here you see a space lift, which is again a digital thinking, and if you want to proceed, then you can judge yourself. Understanding your strength as an individual is the first step. Which type of creativity do you use the most? Each one offers a unique advantage and potential blind spots. So, good luck to you. We are business consultants based in Pakistan. If you need to accelerate your organizational performance and transform your company to meet the upcoming business challenges for a better tomorrow, please contact us for a turnaround. You can find us at rabbaniresearch.net. Thank you so much.